Well, Sammy, we got Sean Belluzzo's car over on the back straightaway down there on the grass, and they're looking at the, looks like the left front. Something not right with the left front on Belluzzo's number 48.
Well, that's not a good sign that he had to pull it off the racetrack like that. I hope there's not nothing in the steering, because that'll about put him out of this thing.
They were about to begin the race. They're making sure they get him off the racetrack.
They're backing the wrecker up to it, so he must have something wrong with the steering in that the way they're looking at that left front.
Tidewater Express towing, about to haul off the number 48 of Sean Belluzzo, unable to begin this race. And like you said, that's definitely going to hurt him in this championship if he can't get started.
Yeah, because he's really in the running for that national championship too, so this could be a real setback for him. I mean, I think you have to win the track championship to get the national championship, and this will put Robbie up to get back even with him races-wise.
Sean Belluzzo once again came into this event as the points leader. Have that happen. Let's go to Buck.
It looks like it's the ball joint in the bottom A. Right at the very bottom, it looks like it's snapped and it's let the tire go towards the inside, so they were trying to get it reset on it. But they're down here, the ball joint broke in half. That's what Dave just told Sean through the window.
Yeah, and those ball joints screw in. It's like the style we used to run. They screw in the bottom of the control arm, so it'll take them a little bit of time to get that changed.
Well, a tough break for Sean Belluzzo. Number 48 will sit there on pit road when they take the green flag next time by in a half a lap.
Yeah, who will that put in the points lead? Will put Robbie in the points lead?
Yes, it would. Providing nothing happens to Robbie Babb.
Yeah, well, he had his bad luck too, so they'll be back on the even pace again.
Yeah, exactly. And he did have a comfortable lead, Sean Belluzzo did, so this is going to tighten it up. Green flag flies. Robbie Babb gets a great start in 44.
Yeah, that car right there, it's just got so much bite off and so much horsepower. I mean, it's hard. I've never seen a car out here that will the bite off like he's got right there. And these guys just can't keep up with him when he comes off the corner.
Wreck right here between 3 and 4 as Wayne Hartley's machine climbs up on the side of the 4 of John Largina. Also another car into the wall slightly. And it looks like a quick caution flag here.
That's Jack Sharkey.
Yeah, Jack Sharkey also, the 88. Gets tagged by the 4 when he tried to slow down to avoid him.
I just talked to him before they even started climbing in these machines, and he said he's definitely looking for a better run than he had the last time out when he got stuck to the fence over there into turn 1. And the bad luck just continues on for the 4-car Lagina guys. The left rear shoved completely in all the way to the frame.
Wow. Left rear after the Wayne Hartley number 37 climbed up on it there briefly between 3 and 4. He's coming down pit road as well. Coming to you, Buck.
Yeah, it's mostly sheet metal. It's not the actual left rear tire, but they're checking the right front real quick, looking at all the control arms and everything, and making sure it's not too damaged, making sure the tire hair is airing it on the right front of Hartley's machine, just trying to get the sheet metal pulled out. But it did take a shot to the rear because of the way the rubber mark is on the left rear. He has been hit in the left rear tire, so we're going to have to watch Largina's machine. The air is still in the tire. It is up, but they're trying to get this car aerodynamically fixed and get the sheet metal away from the tire to make sure nothing drags on it and causes a cut. And guys, just to go ahead and catch you up, they've already got the new ball joint in. And they've got an impact on it right now, tightening it down. They're going to get a couple of quick twists, and it looks like Sean's going to be able to get back out on the track, only losing this one first lap right now. So all he needs is one caution to get a lucky dog and come back around. We'll see what happens here, though. But they look like they're getting ready to put the tire back on it as Jimmy Humblett heads back out. They've got the new ball joint in the car. The car goes down, fire it up, and go away. That's what he just told him. There's the engine starting. Here comes Sean Belluzzo.
Yeah, that caution was real fortunate for him because, man, right now he'd be about 8 laps down.
Really was.
Yeah, that caution really helped him out, man. It might have saved his season.
Yeah, the right front not looking good on the 88 of Jack Sharkey.
Yeah, he's probably got a bent spindle, probably control arm bent. He's got a lot bent on that right front.
Also, Jimmy Humblett cannot take it since he came into the pits. Chris Humblett goes back on the racetrack. They're looking at the Jack Sharkey right front tire after he got a toe in more ways than one. He's got a toe in and a toe out.
Oh, yeah. Hey, keep your eye on that 411 and that 48 car now, because they're going to be coming up through the field. It'll be some exciting racing watching them.
So Belluzzo hoping to make up a lap before we get to the end of this 50-lap race. So a lot of laps. He has a chance to do it, Sammy.
Yeah, he's got a good shot at it. I mean, Sean's got a fast race car, and it stays under him the whole race, so he's got a good shot at it.
Those drivers using the Krispy Kreme cone, Danny Harrell, the 60 of Bobby Gary, and the 1 of Donnie Holston. As we get back underway, the green flag flies, and a little bit of contact here between 1 and 2. Donnie Holston, and they split it 3 wide. Wow, that could have been a huge mess.
Yeah, because Sean was right up on it. He got on them brakes hard, man. He got away from it pretty quick. He could have had a big mess right there.
Not the night that Wayne Hartley wants to have either. He's dropping back a little bit after he got a piece of that. And now Donnie Holston, who was involved in that little bit of a skirmish, is falling back too. Robbie Babb continues to lead. We are officially 3 laps into it. It looks like the 12 of Mark Gomez is off the pace on the back straightaway. Well, Danny Harrell, good to see him back up there, running up there in the top 5 and the 95.
Yeah, Danny's had some hard luck this year. You know, he bought out that brand new car that first race. He got it tore all to pieces. Then he bought out his backup car. The next time he got that tore all to pieces. It took him a couple of weeks to get. He's actually in the backup car now. They're still working on the new one to get it back together.
Well, his backup car is looking pretty good though, Sammy.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good, man. Danny's been out here a long time, you know. He's running Grand Stock out here, Super Street, now modified. He's been racing this track for probably 30 years.
Good race back here between the 4, the 11, and the 48. That is John Largina being chased down by the 11 of Jimmy Humblett, who dives on the inside and makes the pass. Sean Belluzzo drifts up high between turns 3 and 4, following the 4 of Largina. 6 laps into it, Donnie Holston making a move on the back straightaway. Seven laps into it, now make it 8 coming up for Robbie Babb. Mark Fry in second, Evan Horn third spot, Bobby Gary, Danny Harrell top 5. Andrew Fortin, Donnie Holston, Darrell Vance, Wayne Hartley, Jimmy Humblett up to 10th, John Largina 11th, and Belluzzo working his way up.
Yeah, hopefully Sean didn't bend anything on the bottom of that car when he hit the ground, because he could have bent the lower control arm. Several things could have happened to it. And I don't know if he's just holding back right now and letting them clear out, or he's got something wrong with that car.
Go ahead, Buck.
Sammy, I think he's probably using patience as much as he can, as sore as he is in that machine right now. But yeah, as soon as he felt it break, he went right into the grass to make sure nothing happened. Dave looked over everything, said everything else looked good. I shot Micah a picture real quick of the main bolt from that ball joint, and it literally snapped right off right in the middle of the threads.
There's a big pack of cars ahead of Belluzzo. There's the 4, John Largina making it move to the inside. Gets by 87, Darrell Vance. Wayne Hartley and Darrell Vance with a good battle. Just ahead, it's Belluzzo, the 4 of John Largina, and Donnie Holston in the 1. Up front, Robbie Babb leads Mark Sly. Evan Horn, Bobby Gary, Danny Harrell remain the top 5 after 12 laps of 50. Belluzzo making another pass, gets to the inside of Donnie Holston. Now Belluzzo needs to make up that 1 lap, though, to get on the lead lap.
Yeah, the way these cars are strung out right now, that's going to be hard to do, because I don't think anybody's just going to mess up and spin out. So they're going to have to get running closer together if he's going to get the benefit of a caution.
And Robbie Babb is about to put the 20 a lap down, too. "15 laps completed out of 50. Robbie Babb continues to lead comfortably, too. It's about a half a straightaway on the back to Mark Sly, driving the 33 this week. 6-7 Horn in the top 3. Bobby Gary in the 60, having a great run the past couple of times he's been out. He's in 4th. The 95, Danny Harrell, and Andrew Fortin in 5. In 6th position, Jimmy Humblett in 7. Jimmy's really making some moves and has come up to the top 6.
Yeah, Sean's going to have to get by that 20 now to get the lucky dog. That 20's in the lucky dog slot now, and every car that 44 passes right now, that's going to be the next lucky dog. So Sean's on his way back.
37, man, Wayne Hartley having a hard time controlling that machine tonight. He's been sideways every time I look at him. It's Babb, Sly, Horn, Bobby Gary, Danny Harrell, top 5 as it remains on lap 18. And like you said, Sammy, the field's strung out quite a bit, so it's going to have to at least be a few cautions for Belluzzo to get back into the lead lap.
Yeah, well, there's already 2 cars in front of him right now that are a lap down that would be lucky dogs before him, so it's going to be really hard at this point for him to even get back on the lead lap. But he's got to stay out there and make as many points as he can, man, because that national championship's on the line.
Buck?
Yeah, Sammy, I'm trying to think about this because Sean took the green flag with everybody. Would that make him ahead of those cars, though? I guess that's a scoring question for the scoring people. I didn't know if that would put Sean actually the first car lap down, even though he's midway through the pack.
Well, the other cars were still in the lead lap. They just went a lap down, so that will put him behind them, I believe.
It's a little confusing because he took the green flag with the field, so that's why I was just wondering. All right, buddy, that's why I was checking on. I was wondering if my brain was playing tricks on me. But they're getting it done. It's going to be tough, like you said. They're spread out way far. The closest battle, I think, is between Danny Harrell and I think a couple of cars up front, you know, for the 4th and 5th spot. Other than that, everybody, well, Bobby Gary now has separated himself about 3 or 4 car lengths from the 95 as well. So it's going to be tough, like you said, Sammy.
And the pace that Robbie Babb is setting, it's a blistering pace. He just got around the 87 of Darrell Vance, and he's got 2 guys who've been racing each other hot and heavy for the past 5-6 laps just ahead. Robbie Babb will get those guys a lap down. And Robbie Babb is trying to take advantage of Belluzzo's misfortune because he's had the misfortune earlier in the season.
Yeah, and he's putting these cars down lap after lap, man. He's taking a car a lap, so, I mean, that's putting a lot of distance on these guys, and it's going to be a shame for Sean. It's going to be hard for him to catch up after this one.
Sean Belluzzo shown back in 16th position at the tail end. And 23 laps completed, shown for Sean Belluzzo. Now it's going to be 24. So according to the scoring, it says that Belluzzo's 2 laps down.
Rod, he was 1 lap down in the pits, so I'm really not sure.
I'm confused on that too.
I know he's a lap down, I know that. But we'll wait and see how it turns out. But I mean, I'm sure the score is right. I mean, the transponder picks it up every time it goes by.
Buck?
Yeah, we're just having fun with that. I tell you what, it's probably because Robbie's hitting the line, and then it takes a little while for Sean to go by. But yeah, it looks like Eric McPherson having some trouble. Saw him slow down as he went into 3. Actually, looks like he's just moving over for the leaders, but it looked like he might have had a problem there. I was just looking at that, and still, Chris Humblitt's really limping his car around the track right now. And 20 hit the leaders, catching him again for a second time.
Robbie Babb completes lap 29 here at Langley Speedway. The 20 of Chris Humblitt off the pace once again on the back straightaway. Mark Sly still in second, but it's a long way from first back to second. I mean, Robbie Babb crosses the line right now. Here comes second right now.
Yeah, Robbie's got a half a lap on him, and that's going to be hard to catch up. He could almost walk from here and win the race.
Robbie Babb, Mark Sly, Evan Horn, Bobby Gary, Danny Harrell remain the top 5, but separated by a long shot. Now the closest battle between the top 5 is the 33 and the 6, as Evan Horn closes in on Mark Sly now between 1 and 2, and a spin on the back straightaway. The 4, John Largina with a spin. So he's been involved in 2 caution flags today, and John Largina having a rough time.
Yeah, Robbie's put a lot of these cars down a lap. I mean,
He really
he's got
has.
half the field down a lap already, so guys got to step it up a little bit.
What you got, Buck?
Oh, just what we were talking about. Looks like Wayne Hartley's going to be the recipient of the lucky dog. He's the most recent car that the leader, Robbie Babb.
All right, Sammy, they're about to turn them loose in one lap. And we have the 60 of Bobby Gary choosing to take the cone along with Jimmy Humblett in the 11. And they will be the only drivers that looks like that will do it. And I think they're the only ones who can back there through the top 8. 31 laps completed out of 50. Robbie Babb looking to get a good start.
Yeah, he might be ahead of Rob with Robbie going into 2 going into 1 right there, but coming off at 2, Bobby will lead him.
Green flag flies again as Robbie Babb leads the field. Bobby Gary goes up way high, 3 wide right behind the leader, and a spin by Mark Sly in 33. Caution flag will come out. Mark Sly, who was in second spot, spins out. They were 3 wide right behind Robbie Babb. That got a little exciting, didn't it, Sammy?
Oh, yeah. If Sean gets about 9 more of them, he'll be back in it.
Yeah.
Keep it to ourselves, but I'll tell you what, buddy, thank you very much for keeping us straight. That's for sure, Sammy. It's always a joy to work with you and Mike, that's for sure.
Yeah, have a good time out here. I mean, it's fun working with y'all.
All right, Bobby Gary, he's going to go to the outside. He'll be next to the 44, Robbie Babb. The 11, Jimmy Humblett, will be to the outside of Evan Horn in the 6. Evan having a good run tonight, too. Don't count out that 6. '95, Danny Harrell with the backup machine, running good. Andrew Fortin's 5. Pace truck is in. The Toyota Tundra comes down pit road. Green flag and the green light is on, and we're back underway for the Modifieds. 19 laps to go. A little bit more of a cleaner start than we had before.
Yeah, but you see Robbie on next, and he just pulls off 3 car lengths from these guys, man. He's got so much forward bite in that thing.
Danny Harrell looks to the inside on the 60 of Bobby Gary, tucks back in line in 5th. Jimmy Humblett with a head of steam down the back straightaway. Goes to the inside of Evan Horn in the 6th. A little contact. Evan Horn sideways. He hangs on to it ahead of Jimmy Humblett. Jimmy was nice about that. He let him gather it back up.
Yeah, Evan right now is running in the middle of the straightaway. It's kind of frustrating Jimmy and holding him back. If he could go ahead and run his line, Jimmy could go right by him.
Lap number 34 up in lights as Robbie Babb leads. Evan Horn, the 11 of Jimmy Humblett, the 60 of Bobby Gary, the 95 of Danny Harrell. The spins. Some oil got laid down on the racetrack. 3 or 4 cars spin around.
Yeah, there's a streak right on the right side tire area entering turn 1. I don't know who it was up front, but they left a streak all the way into the entrance of 1 and 2.
Wow. And you saw the end result. The cars just started spinning for no reason. Well, the reason was oil on the racetrack.
Look, old Danny Harrell up there again, man. He's getting caught in everything this year that happens, it looks like.
And Bobby Gary's car is tore up, guys.
Bobby Gary in the 60 with a tore-up race car. Yeah, the whole right side looks like it's ripped up.
And Jimmy Humblett did not come by, so I believe it might have been the 11 car that erupted down here.
Yeah, there's Jimmy. He comes into the pits.
It smells like rear end grease down here.
Checking on Danny Harrell in the 95. And I don't know how hard he hit the wall over there between 1 and 2, but
I don't think he got in it real hard. When I seen him going up there, he kind of was on the brakes and turned a little bit sideways. He might have bumped it with the side a little bit. I don't think he really hit it that hard.
It looks like it's mostly cosmetic on this side of the car. They're popping the Zoos out to get the left rear quarter panel off the car. They're just going to go ahead and pop it loose completely. I look down pit road, make sure everything on the right-hand side looks completely clean. Just caught the left rear in the wall. So, like I said, they've got Zoo pins, which are those little twist blocks on the sheet metal to this machine. So, Neil John Culley down here. The Culley built race cars machine. They've got everything back off of it. They're going to check the front end real quick, look at the toe end. Yeah, guys, they're checking out the 11 car. There's nothing really wrong with the car. It's covered in something on the front end of the machine, though, a liquid. I didn't get it to touch it and check it out or smell it or anything to see if it's rear end grease or what it was. But he was behind the 6 car when all of it happened. So that car is covered in fluid, though. That's for sure, the front end of Jimmy Humblett's machine.
Might need to take back and look at the back end of that 6 car.
Yeah, the 6 still on the racetrack.
Yeah.
We don't see anything leaking from the 6 of Evan Horn. South Norfolk Trucking on the side of that 6. But they're looking on the right side of that 95 of Danny.
Yeah,
Buck?
guys, the right front wheel's just bent like outward on the very front of it where it's sitting here now. They've already got the wrench on there trying to get it changed before the red flag came out.
At this stage of the race, when everything's worn, it'll really help these guys to make up that lap.
Gerald Vance, 87, will get back on the lead lap. Well, look at Wayne Hartley. He'll be on the outside of the 44, Robbie Babb. Mark Sly, 33. The 4, John Largina, after all the problems he's had, will be up there in, well, 6th position. All right, everybody, hold your breath. Let's see what's going to happen here. 16 laps to go at Langley Speedway. It is the Larry King Law Modifieds. They come back to life. Tiptoe between turns 1 and 2. Evan Horn to the inside of Wayne Hartley for that 2nd spot. He takes it away. Mark Sline, 33, dives on the inside of Hartley. He gets into him, spins him out, and into the wall hard. Mark Sline and Wayne Hartley in 37 with hard impact into the turn 4 wall. Caution flag out. Also involved is Bobby Gary again in the 60.
Notice what car that was behind, didn't you?
That was.
You notice what car it was behind?
That was behind that car. Yes, it was. I don't even want to say it. And here we go. Wayne Hartley, Mark Sly with torn up race cars. And I hope Wayne Hartley's all right. He took a hard impact with the wall in the exit of 4. Go ahead, Buck.
Yeah, that was about maybe 20, 30 yards further towards turn 4 than the last time he hit the wall a ton out here. This time the collision, like you said, the car's slipping behind another machine, but both drivers climbing out okay. You hear the race fans down here. Mark Sly got a little airborne at the end of it, just rear tire to rear tire. But Wayne Hartley got the lucky dog just a couple of cautions ago, was racing his way back up to the front, and really the 37 car looked like it was coming to life, guys.
Yeah, it did. Well, no longer the case, as he got a big piece of the wall at the exit of 4.
And for the 3rd time in this race, we're under a red flag condition.
Tidewater Express getting their workout today as they will get over here tonight and get the 33 of Mark Sly and the 37 of Wayne Hartley back into behind the wall. Drivers are okay. A few words being exchanged between the 2 drivers. And there is good friend Tumbleweed making sure that they stay separated. Well, Sammy, we've been talking about it, and now the NASCAR officials also confirming that there is some oil or rear-end grease leaking from the 6 of Evan Horn. So we'll see what they do.
Well, what happens there with that thing is as that rear end starts running, starts turning, that grease heats up and builds up pressure in there, and that's what's happening. They're not being able to see it when he's sitting still. But as that rear end grease builds pressure in the center section of that rear end, it pushes that fluid out. Now that's probably what's happened because they've noticed it's on the rear end now. So. But it's a shame they had to wreck them last 2 race cars to find that out.
Yeah. Pro 6s still have to run the U cars and the Bojangles Enduros. Not really an issue for the Enduro races, but the other 2, pretty important.
Oh, yeah. They'd get these things on over with, man. And the real short races the next few, so they're all entertaining. So it'd be a good night to finish up.
They've been in the top 5 in practice every day. They qualify up in the front every time now. And now here he is. He's going to start 3rd in the inside line.
Jimmy Humblett and John Largina will be the 2 that go to the outside, along with Bobby Gary in the 60 and take the Krispy Kreme cone.
Well, Danny Hero wants to get his wheels pointed right because he's back out there too.
Yep. All right, here we go. The Toyota Tundra Langley Speedway pace truck driver will take it down, make that left turn. And here we go. Green flag again. 15 laps to go for the Larry King Law Modifieds. Robbie Babb, he's got the lead, but here comes Jimmy Humblett moving on the outside. Closes up, but can he catch the 44 of Robbie Babb? Donnie Holston makes a move for fourth over the 4 of John Largina. Danny Harrell making a move up to 6 in the Hobbytown USA machine. Robbie Babb slips that time a little bit there, Sammy.
Yeah, but he's got so much bite off when he gets in that accelerator. You know, he's going to be hard to beat. Suppose he pulls the 11 car a car length off the corner. The 11 car will catch him through the corner, but Robbie will pull him off the corner. And somebody that's handled like that is hard to beat.
And they said if we have another caution flag, they will count the laps. Robbie Babb with 2.5 car lengths over the 11 now of Jimmy Humblett. Then back about 10 to the 5 of Andrew Fortin. John Largina to the inside of Donnie Holston's number 1 as they fight it out for the 4th position. Door to door and wheel to wheel, and John Largina takes over that position.
Yeah, these tires have got a little hot. You see Robbie's right in his groove. He's just coming off the corner so well. And the 11, he's going to use his tires up a little bit trying to catch him. This race is just about over.
Sean Belluzzo up in 12th position, so every little position that he can gain is important for the championship. 10 laps to go for Robbie Babb.
Yeah, Sean's actually stayed out there, and he's probably picked him up 5 or 6 extra points here.
He really has, and he closes in on the 60 of Bobby Gary, even though they are not on the same lap. Can you imagine if Sean Belluzzo was driving that 37 tonight and he hit the wall like Wayne Hartley did after the injuries he's already got?
Yeah, I mean, that really could have just really messed up that arm and all, you know. But Sean's a good heads-up driver. He knows what he's doing out there. He's not going to push it too far and put himself in any danger.
95, Danny Harrell looking on the inside of the 1 of Donnie Holston to pick up that top 5 position. His front tires to the rear tires of the 1 of Donnie Holston down on the inside on his left side. Halfway past the 1 of Donnie Holston. That backup car not looking too shabby for the 95 of Danny Harrell, Sammy.
No, and evidently the tow problem they had, they got fixed because he's really rolling right now.
Belluzzo behind these guys. He'll follow the tire tracks of Danny Harrell's 95 machine, and so will Bobby Gary in the 60. 44 laps, make it 45 as Robbie Babb turns another lap.
What's amazing, that 60 car right there. He's been in 3 accidents today, and he's still out there running.
Robbie Babb with Ram Metals, Pallet Heating and Cooling, Dubbin Metals, and J2 Racing Engines looking for another checkered flag at Langley Speedway for the Modifieds. He's looking to get win number 5 for the season. Sean Belluzzo with 3 victories and 1 this year for Jimmy Humblett.
Yeah, that shows you. Old John Bray, he's making horsepower at this racetrack for a lot of years, man, and still doing it.
There goes Bobby Gary to the inside of the 95, gets past Harrell's Hobbytown USA machine. Well, it took a long time, but we're getting down to the end of this one. 2 laps to go for Robbie Babb. He leads Jimmy Humblett, Andrew Fortin, John Largina, Bobby Gary top 5. Then Danny Harrell, Donnie Holston, Darrell Vance, Eric McPherson, and Tony Steele in the top 10. Curtis Hughes 11th, Sean Belluzzo 12th, Evan Horn back in 13th and out, Wayne Hartley 14th, Mark Slyons up 15th, Chris Humblett 16th, Mark Gomez 17th, Jack Sharkey out early in the race and he's back in 18th. White flag has been displayed for the entire field. Time for the checkers, and it goes to Robbie Babb. Had to wait a long time to get to the Dale Lemons victory lane, but he's going to do it and win the race over Jimmy Humblett, Andrew Fortin, John Largina, and Bobby Gary as he crosses the line.
Yeah, if Robbie keeps that car hooked up like that, he's going to be hard to beat the rest of this year.
Definitely going to tighten up the points between Sean Belluzzo and Robbie Babb. Coming into tonight's race, Sean Belluzzo had a comfortable lead, 190 compared to 177, but Robbie Babb gained a lot of points tonight. and gained another win. Win number 5 for 2015. So that's going to tighten things up.
Oh, yeah, they'll be within just a few points of each other now, so it's going to be a tough race till the end of this season.
You know he's going to be tired, maybe a little sleepy, too. It was a long race. Here's Buck Roos.
All right, Mike, thanks a lot. And Robbie pulls back into Dale Emmons' victory lane. He wondered about what he could do for a 50-lapper. Well, the team definitely gave him a good piece of machinery. Definitely working, and Keith is back down here again. Hey, buddy. Over there from Napa on the other side of the race car from me. How you doing, my friend? It's Napa Know-How time, and race fans, there's Robbie Babb. My friend, you thought you got to work out in the last race, man. That 50 laps was a hard-earned one, buddy.
I'm telling you, I'm too old for this. Yeah, I tell you, it's we just lucked on something. I mean, these guys are on me. You know, the 60's probably going to be the next one that, you know, Bobby Gary, they're starting to get their stuff together. He's running better and better every week. So Sean had his luck or whatever. Now we got a race.
There you go. I tell you what, let's get you around here to the front end of the car real quick. Around on the front side, as we got Keith Pittman over here with a 50-lap trophy for you tonight. You said you were worried about these 50-lappers because they haven't really been able to come to you and been easy to gather together, even with the race team and the performance of this car. But once again, just flawless tonight off the bottom of the track, man.
Yeah. Like I said, it was a long night. They're coming. I know they're coming. You know, I work on this thing every night of the week. You know, my testament to Linda, she hardly ever sees me because I'm always at the shop working on this thing. Because you know, when we leave here, all them guys can go work on their stuff too. So,
you know, our racing family's definitely tough, and the family you have to deal with at home, they are the pride of everything because they definitely back us every week, definitely all the way around through everybody who has to enjoy this sport of auto racing, buddy. But definitely we'll get you sponsors out there, man.
Absolutely. Pallet Heating and Cooling, Ram Metals, Ram New Road, very good friend of ours. Dubin Metals, J2 Racing, just like I said before, if you ain't running them, you're chasing them. We need more. This would be easier if I had a little bit more money to run on.
There you go. All right, Robbie Babb, once again, Keith Pittman from the manager from Hampton Napa. He's going to be presenting the hardware to Robbie Babb. And Mike, I tell you what, Jimmy Humblett, awesome run, but how about Andrew Fortin? What a great run on his birthday weekend, man. Top 3.
15 years old. What a great birthday present, too.